Good afternoon, Mr. Rajin. Thank you for the chance that given to me. First of all, I will introduce myself first. My name is Wayan Agus Nanda and my absent number is 5. Today, I will present my segment about hotel organization structure, especially in front office department. And I choose the Seminyak Beach Resort and Spa. In the top of the structure, there are front office manager. Front office manager is the highest leader of the front office department. A front office manager has the following duties and responsibilities are the first, train, evaluate, and supervise employees in the front office department. Second, ensure that the staff at the front office know the SOP that apply at the hotel. 3. Welcoming VIP guests. And the 4. Make a monthly report on the guest list, occupancy rate, and advances or losses in the front office. Maintain discipline and obedience of staff at the front office to the new rules. And the last, provides reward or gifts for staff who excel and provide sanction for staff who violate. And the second part, there are secretary of front office manager. Front office secretary is a secretary in the front office who is in charge of administrative matters in the front office department. The duties and responsibilities of the front office secretary are as follows: to handling all administration in the front office department, and also handling the manufacture of goods, purchase forms at the front office. And the next part is the assistant front office manager. Assistant front office manager in charge of replacing the front office manager when on vacation or absent. The duties and responsibilities are the first, assisting the work of the front office manager and replacing him if the front office manager is on vacation or unavailable. The second, monitoring and supervising daily operation at front office, get involved in operation when guests are busy. Third, handling the needs of hotel guests who need assistance. And last, to directing and supervising the performance of subordinates. And the next part of the structure, there are bell captain. The bell captain himself has the following duties and responsibilities are: the first, to supervise the work of subordinates in the bell section. Second, complete the bellboy control sheet. Provide direction and information to bellboys so that they are always optimal at work. To make reports regarding transportation to pick up guests from the airport or to airport. Next, carry out inspection of the work of subordinates in the bell section. And the last, to control all bellboys to work according to SOP. And the next part of the structure, there are bellboy. The bellboy has the following duties and responsibilities are: to providing service for handling guest luggage either when they are arrive at the hotel, changing rooms and guests leaving or when guests check out, to providing pick-up service for guests from the airport, to delivering guest message, to take guests to the reception desk to check in when guests arrive at the hotel, deliver guests and guest items to the room after check-in, handle guest items that want to be stored, to explain room facilities at check-in, explain hotel facilities when check-in, welcoming guests when they come to the hotel, and to sending guests postcard to the post office, delivering guest deposits, and providing identification for guest items. And the next part of the structure, there are reservation supervisor. The reservation supervisor is in charge of supervising the work of the reservation clerk and jointly carrying out duties in the room reservation. And the next part of the structure is a reservation staff. The main task of the reservation staff is to accurately record and process all room reservation while promoting hotel products, as well as creating and maintaining a good hotel image through providing maximum service. The next part of the structure is front desk supervisor. The duties and responsibilities of the front desk supervisor are to directing operational tasks for reception of guests at the front office, to handling guest complaints that cannot be handled by the front desk agent, to approving transactions paid by guests for a certain amount, to approving the use of house bank by front desk agent, and to directing the preparation staff for the group acceptance schedule for each front desk staff. The next part of the structure, there are reception. The receptionist's job is to provide information to guests who need it, to register, check in, reserve room change, to reserve, guest check out, and make payments. And the next part of the structure, there are GSA supervisor or there are GSA supervisor. GSA supervisor have duties and responsibilities in terms of leading and supervising GSA staff in providing services. And the next part is GSA staff. GSA staff have duties and responsibilities in terms of service to guests, service the needs of guests starting from the front door of the hotel until the guest is staying at the hotel. The next part of the structure, there are TO supervisor or telephone operator supervisor. Telephone operator supervisor has the following duties and responsibilities are to supervise the performance of staff at the telephone operator or communication center, to provide training to staff at telephone operator or communication center, to complete administration at the telephone operator or communication center, and to lead telephone section operator or communication center. And the last part of the structure is TO staff or telephone operator staff. Telephone operator staff have the following duties and responsibilities are to answering all incoming calls, both internal or external, to connecting telephones to its destination extension, to receiving and distributing message received by telephone to guests, to providing information for guests in need, to responding to requests to keep guests secreting or incognito, and the last, to maintaining standards of telephone courtesy. Okay, I think that's all about my segment about hotel structure organization of the hotel. Thank you.